So guys, Shawn Porter calls out the boogeyman in the division, Errol Spence. Now, it's a bit strange to me that Shawn Porter has now called out Errol Spence when Errol Spence is now in or got a fight scheduled with Mikey Garcia. But when Errol Spence went into the ring and called out Shawn Porter didn't look too keen. He started talking about his mandatory and started talking about he has to fight this guy, fight that guy. You know, he was not keen on fighting Errol Spence after winning that WBC title. And I don't blame him because he gets beat to Errol Spence. But I think, I honestly don't think people want to fight Errol Spence. And I think the only reason now he's acting brave because he knows that Errol Spence has got a fight scheduled with Mikey Garcia and he can't fight Shawn Porter. But Errol Spence would have loved to fight Shawn Porter because it would have been for the unified, he would have become a unified champion if he beat Porter. And he went into the ring and he called out Shawn Porter. But Shawn Porter, I in several interviews said, oh, I've got to fight this guy, I've got to fight that guy, I've got to fight this guy. And he made a lot of excuses because when you're a fighter, right, and you just want a world title, you don't want to go in a fight where there's a great chance that you might lose your world title because, like I said, I think most of us would pick Errol Spence to beat Shawn Porter quite handedly and easily, in my opinion. I think Errol Spence is on another level. He's a different kind of talent. We just saw when, you know, Errol Spence, I know styles make fights and I don't like comparing, you know, performances, but look at when Errol Spence fought Kell Brook, how Errol Spence dealt with Kell Brook, and how when Shawn Porter fought Kell Brook, how the fight went. So Errol Spence is a different kettle of fish. He's different gravy, and I think if a fight between them two was to happen, I think Errol Spence wins. I don't think Shawn Porter wants that fight. I think Shawn Porter would rather go down the Keith Thurman route. He'd rather fight Manny Pacquiao, who's expressed interest to fight. You know, Shawn Porter doesn't want any part of Errol Spence. He doesn't want any part of Errol Spence. That fight could have been easily made. They're both under the same banner, and it would have been an easy fight to make. But I don't think I don't think the man's interested in a fight with Errol Spence. I think he knows how the fight would end, and I don't think he wants that fight. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think he wants that fight. I don't think he wants it. And if he did want it, right, that fight would have been made by now for sure. 100% would have been made because Errol Spence was serious. He went into the ring and he wanted to fight Shawn Porter, because when Errol Spence feels he's the king right now. He wants to fight everybody and anybody, and especially if you're a champion, he wants you even more. And Shawn Porter is a champion. He wanted to fight Danny Garcia or Shawn Porter, whoever won that fight, and Shawn Porter came out victorious. But then Shawn Porter made a lot of excuses. Oh, I've got my mandatory, I have to fight him, so I couldn't fight Errol. I think Errol Spence wanted to fight Keith Thurman, but obviously Keith Thurman got injured. But then obviously Errol Spence, no one wants to fight him. None of the champions wanted to fight him. I think Terence Crawford would fight him, but I don't think. I have a feeling Errol Spence and his team probably looking at Terence Crawford and thinking, we'll fight him. Let this fight grow. Why not beat Shawn Porter, become the unified champion, and then fight Crawford later down the line? That might be a fight which happens for the undisputed welterweight championship, Crawford and Spence, because I do think Spence may face all the other guys before Crawford gets his hands on them, and Spence you might have a situation where Spence is the unified champion, where he holds 3 of the 4 major belts, and then Crawford and him fight for the undisputed titles. That's definitely a possibility. But I don't think Shawn Porter would jump in a ring with Errol Spence anytime soon, and his actions proved that. You know, after Errol Spence came in the ring and tried to call him out, I think he knows that he gets beat, and his team probably knows he gets beat, and I think they don't want any part of Errol Spence. That's just my take on it. It's just the way that people have swerved Errol Spence. I don't think not many people want to fight him. But leave your thoughts, guys. What do you guys make of it? Shawn Porter now calling out Errol Spence now that he's got a fight scheduled with Mikey Garcia. Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.